Hi, in this video we are going to see about upper bound and lower bound method in C++. Okay, let's see about lower bound first. So lower bound means consider you have an array or vector something like that which is in sorted order. So now you want to find out the lower bound of the one of the element. For example, consider one element is 5. So now if you want to find out the lower bound of 5, so lower bound means the next greater than or equal to elements. Consider 5, 6, 7. These are the greater than or equal to element of 5. So which is the first one? So here 5 is the first one. So it will return 5 if the 5 is present. If the 5 is not present, it will search for 6. If 6 is not present, it will search for 7. So this is the lower bound. So this lower bound method also going to find out the whether the what is the lower bound of the target value. Okay, so you can see that second point is return the iterator to the first element which is greater than or equal to the target. Okay, it is only going to return the iterator, not the value. So you want to carefully listen that. So if another case, if all elements less than the target, it will return the iterator to the end of the vector. Okay, consider if you want to find out the lower bound of 7, but the highest element is only 5 only. So now the lower bound will be lower bound is not found, so it will going to return the end of the vector. So the biggest advantage of lower bound is the time complexity is only log n. Okay, if you not use the lower bound, if you use the linear search, it will take order of n time. Okay, this is the main advantage of lower bound. Okay, let's see the example. Okay, consider there is one array 1 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Here the lower bound of 4 gives 4 because you can see that for I already said that lower bound means which is greater than or equal to the target. Here target is 4. So first greater than or equal to element is 4 only. So lower bound of 4 will get written 4. Next lower bound of 2. So lower bound of 2 will return which is the first element which is greater than or equal to 2. So here you can see that 4 is the first greater than or equal to element. So it will return 4. Next is lower bound of 7. You can see that there is no element which is greater than or equal to 7. So it will return the end iterator which is array.end. Okay, let's see with a coding example. So you can see that here I created one vector array. Within the vector array, there are 4 elements 1, 3, 5, 6 which are arranged in sorted order. So her target is 4. So this is the syntax for using lower bound. So lower underscore bound, and if you want to specify the starting iterator and the ending iterator, and next is target. So what value you are going to find out the lower bound, and it going to return the iterator. So here is the vector of integer iterator. So I'm going to store in a variable called it. Now I'm going to check whether the return value is at the end of the array, which means there is no a lower bound is founded, which means no elements greater than or equal to the target element. Otherwise, the lower bound is found at the lower bound is found, and where it found, we can also find out the position by using this simple arithmetic operation. So you can see that the lower bound of 4 is 5. So because this is the first element which is greater than or equal to 4, so it's going to return the iterator to the 5. So if you dereference this, it will return the 5 value. And also if you do the arithmetic operation, it's a pointer arithmetic like operation. If you remove the base address like array.begin from the iterator, then it will give the index. Which index? Here you can see that it is a second index. So it also tell that which index it has a lower bound is, where the lower bound is present. So the output will be lower bound of 4 is 5 and present at 2. This is the output. So let's see the second example. In this example, the same array, but the target is now 8. You can see that there is no 8 in this array. So there is no lower bound is founded. So it will return the array.end iterator. So this if condition will be satisfied, and the output is no elements greater than or equal to 8. Okay. Next, upper bound. So upper bound is similar to lower bound. The only difference is this. You can see that it is only find out the greater than element. Consider the upper bound of 6 is 7 or 8, something like that, which comes first in the array. So this is the only difference between upper bound and lower bound. So the same way, if the all elements are less than the target, it will return the iterator to the end of the array, which means less than or equal to the target. Okay, consider if the 6 you want to find the upper bound of 6, it will also going to return the, even though the 6 is present in the array, it is going to return the end of the array vector. So same way, the time complexity is also order of log n in this upper bound method also. So let's see the example. You can see that upper bound of 4 here will be 5 because the next greater element is 4 is 5, not 4. If you use the lower bound here, it will return the 4, and upper bound of 0 will be 1 because the first greater element of 0 is 1. And next is upper bound of 7 will be give you the end of the iterator. You can also use the upper bound of 6, it also give you the end of the iterator, end of the array, because the upper bound will return the next greater element, not equal, greater or equal element. So the same example 1 3 5 6. So I declared the target equal to 5. Now I try to find out the upper bound of the array. So next upper bound will be 6 only. So it will return the iterator to the 6, iterator of the 6, and the same way how what I do done in the previous example. The same way I'm going to dereference this and also find out the index by using a simple arithmetic operation. The output will be upper bound of I is 6 and present at 3. And the next example, you can see that my target is 6 now. So you can see the upper bound of 6 is not present because there is no greater element than 6. So it will going to return the end of the iterator, end of the array. So no elements greater than 6. Okay, hope you are understood about this concept. If you have any doubt, kindly mention in the comment section. I'm happy to clear your doubts, and thank you.